And of course, the entire dev team. I actually got to play an early version of this game last year here at E3, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was like super alpha, and I peed a little. Like, it wasn't even very good, and it was awesome. So this is going to be incredible. I really encourage you to check it out. Eagle Flight is going to be on Oculus Rift and all the other VR platforms this fall, and it is playable this week at the Ubisoft and Oculus booths. So get down there and do it. Now that we've seen some flying raptors soaring through abandoned city streets, it's time to ascend a bit higher in elevation. So please welcome Ubisoft Red Storm's David Votipka.
At Ubisoft, VR is about more than just technology. It's about creating games that just weren't possible before, and exploring new worlds with friends without ever having to leave your living room. It's about fully immersing yourself in these worlds and going places and becoming people and doing things that you otherwise could not do. Today, VR is all about opening up the final frontier.
Captain's log. Stardate 2016.165. Starship USS Aegis is preparing for her maiden voyage. We've gathered some of the most decorated officers in the Federation to test her limits and to prove her place among Starfleet's finest ships. We're en route to a secret testing facility and are proceeding to our destination at maximum warp. This is amazing!
Wow! Absolutely astonishing.
When I walked in, I really wasn't sure what I was actually walking into.
This is very cool.
If I could have imagined what I would have wanted the Star Trek VR game to be, this is it! This is what we've been waiting for.
Holy crap, this is amazing.
I mean, it really is breathtaking. That was an extraordinary experience, to be fully encompassed in a world.
Whoa, not into that. You're interacting with each other and you're talking to each other and you're taking orders from the captain and I mean, it's really cool.
So there's captain, helm, piloting the ship, tactical, and the engineer routing power and charging warp coils.
I'm feeling pressure already. I'm feeling nervous now.
All right, shields up.
Prepare warp, take us out.
Yes, Captain.
Co-op gameplay is not new. I mean, you know, we can play games with our friends, but there's something different about being in a shared virtual environment.
Hearing who you're playing with, you can look over and see the person and see them doing their job and talk to them.
The team does not succeed unless everybody does their job well.
Ship decloaking, activating shields.
Okay, shields up.
Shields up. I really did not want to lower the shields while we were under attack. I was very impressed by LeVar playing that game today. He really had the language of Star Trek down.
And they are transporting, Captain.
It's like, yes, this makes you push the buttons.
I will say I nailed being the engineer.
That doesn't sound good.
It's a Klingon. Red alert.
Preparing to warp.
We're under attack. We have been waiting in anticipation for so long for the technology of virtual reality to catch up with where we imagine we should be and where we all want to go. Line us up for warp, please.
We have full power.
Ensign, as soon as you can get us the hell out of here, I'd be most grateful.
This was really incredible.
Hull is down to 20%. Come on, y'all.
Punch it.
As soon as you can. Here we go.
Woohoo!
It's your own Star Trek experience in a virtual world where you can hang out with whoever you want. And that's a pretty good deal.
Yes! Guys, Guys, Ubisoft is bringing you the first ever Star Trek VR game. As you can see, it's amazing, and you heard it here first, unless, of course, you heard it from the reporter who leaked it on Reddit. You know what you can suck a bag of. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the man who was rocking a VR headset way before VR even existed, Mr. LeVar Burton.
Oh, this is so exciting.
This is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Okay. Welcome to the sofa I had installed here for precisely this occasion.
Thank you so much.
So it looks like Ubisoft got some of the old Trek band back together. I mean, like all of the old Trek bands and the new ones back together. So
great.
I have two questions for you. First of all, I know you have my email, so why no invite? But we'll talk about that after. And how did the game compare to being on the actual Enterprise?
So here's the thing, right? We use our imaginations so much, right? When you're on the set. You guys know that. When you're operating the console, it's really not connected to anything. You knew that, right?
You're breaking all our hearts right now.
I know. But here's the thing. You don't have to imagine in this game. You are existing in a completely rendered environment. You are on the bridge of a starship, and you're with your friends. It's pretty cool.
It's so amazing. So what was it like working with that particular crew? All of you having had real Enterprise experience. I know I can't let go of the fact that it's not real. Okay, yeah, I know.
But it feels real. I mean, it felt real to us when we were doing it. Look, playing with Carl and Jerry was amazing because, you know, we have this special bond, that, just like you will with your friends when you play. And here's the thing. We really had to work together to accomplish the mission. And what's more Star Trek than that? I mean, you can play as the engineer, or you can drive the ship, you can be tactical, or you can be the captain, but no one position is more important than any other. Everybody has to do their level best in order to get the job done, and that's at the core of what Star Trek has always been about for me.
Right, and what people love about cooperative gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you were Geordie LaForge, you were the engineer.
Yes.
But in the game, you got to be the captain. So what did that feel like?
Well, I told the guys at Red Storm that I was not going to shave my head for the privilege, and so they said fine. For me, it took a minute for me to get acclimated because it was weird how I just sort of slipped into Geordie. It was like that skin, I just like put it right back on again. The lingo, the rhythm, the technobabble, it all, started clicking in, coming back. But I'm used to like responding to an order and not initiating the order. So I had to engage. That's how we start this thing. So it took a moment, but I got the hang of it, and it's such a blast. I think that they really nailed it. The graphics, everything, it's so beautiful, but you will forget all of that.
Right.
Because the gameplay is so engaging.
God, it's so cool.
It's
well,
awesome.
I can't wait to play this game, preferably at your house.
Yes. Well, you can come over and then we can play with like Brent and Jonathan Frakes and Michael Dorn.
What are you doing to my feelings now?
No. Won't that be cool though?
Yes, it would be cool. Yeah. I don't want to burst into tears in the middle of this conference, so I'll just cry it out with you after. But thank you so much for talking about this with us today. And you are dismissed.
But you can't dismiss me unless you outrank me.
It's very clear that I don't outrank you by like many levels, so I will just say, make it so, number one.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Oh my God. Guys.